Look at this. Turn the headlight on right there. This one's for the underglow. Charger, 2 USBs and a USB-C. You can turn it on and off. For the LEDs, I have it on gradient right now, so it's just going through all the colors. I'm curious though, if you had to pick just one color, which color would it be? It's really good. I think the best way to talk about this bike is by comparing it to a couple others, so let's roll them out. Starting off with the classic OG, we got the MX 650. This is the yellow dirt bike from Razor. Then we got the MX 500. This is the red dirt bike. This bike, so let's see how it compares. Now, comparing the 650 to the 500, they're almost identical bikes. The main difference is going to be the color and the price. The 650 is a little bit more expensive. It comes with a slightly larger front wheel out of the box, but you're going to switch those anyway. They're almost identical bikes. I've just always built the red one, except the first bike will get breast in just a couple years. Now, comparing the SX 500 to the MX 500, we start seeing a lot more differences. These two particular builds, they have different batteries. You can see the new battery on the SX is larger than the one I have on the MX, and I'm rocking different wheels. The SX has these spoked wheels, and the MX has better, which is nice. Although the Razor wheels are nearly impossible to find, so I'm glad Electro & Co. offers these. The SX 500 also has the swing arm extension, and the easiest way to see why that's important is look at the wheel to motor space on the MX 500. There's no space. You have to grind down the motor. Not pay attention to the geometry, so the riding experience should be great. In addition to the swing arm extension, the front fork on the SX 500 is also longer than the front fork on the MX 500. These are both upgraded, by the way. Out of the box, it's all going to be the same. I don't know how it is, but the MX 500 is taller than the SX 500 about. It just has a little bit more width to it. The plastics are totally different. You can look at the tail difference, the front fender difference, the side plastics difference. I think the SX 500 is just a much better looking bike. Although the MX 500 plastics are better to mount these buttons on. I could do it on sort of the front inside instead of on the outside. Knock off of them. Some company in Sweden copied it. Let's compare the SX 500 now to a totally different bike, the Talaria XXX. Believe it or not, the SX 500 build is $1,000 more expensive than the Talaria. And that just goes to show how good a deal the Talaria is. Price aside though, there is a huge gap in travel. But for a quick cruise or even a ride out, I'm going Razor any day. Let's go ahead and set up the app. This is the Moto app. You just connect to the controller, tell it that we're running a Razor, 76 volt, 32 amp hour battery, and just select our power, torque, throttle aggression, speed, regen, and we can use for my electric YZ85. Anything from Electro & Co. uses the same app, and they've just nailed it. Tell me a better way to start the summer. I'll f***ing wait. Let's give it a quick sit test. First time sitting on this bike. It is the most comfortable Razor I've ever sat on. See, but it makes a big difference. Got the phone mounted. I could charge it through here if I wanted to. You never know when that is going to come in handy. Mile per hour right there if you're curious. So the number shown right here, 86.9, that's not my percent.